marine biology heaven. Are they fighting? Yeah. Did they just fight? We made it.
We're basically at Disneyland for marine biologists.
We were at the Sea Turtle Conservation Education Center in Indonesia. We're in a town called Sanur, so anyone can go. It's run through a nonprofit and the Indonesian government, so it's totally free. You might see, like, when we were researching stuff to do, you can do a lot of like sea turtle release stuff that costs money around the island, but when we did further research, it actually doesn't always treat the sea turtles the way they need to be treated, and this one does. But what's cool is that the local Indonesian government's playing a really active role in training the next generation of sea turtle stewards through veterinarian stuff, but then also through tourists like us who are able to come and see and help and then give back through donations. So there are 7 species of sea turtles globally, and all 7 can be found in Indonesia. Here today, what have we seen?
We've seen olive ridleys, green sea turtles, and hawksbill. So right now they are measuring, taking blood samples and biopsies from a bunch of turtles that were saved from the black market. So we have a head researcher in the tank right now, along with a bunch of students. And these students are from all over Indonesia. So they basically can take what they learned here and essentially save the turtles back wherever they live, either being Sumatra, Java, Lombok, etc. They also have freshwater turtles, but I don't know much about freshwater turtles.
This is amazing. What I love is on their education poster when you walk in, they have the life cycle of a sea turtle. So sea turtles' eggs are laid by the mother in the sand is buried, the eggs incubate for about 60 days roughly, and then the eggs, they emerge, so they hatch inside the sand, and then the baby sea turtles dig themselves out of the sand and find their way to the ocean using natural cues like the moonlight. And then once the sea turtles emerge from the nest, here they get put into a tank, kind of like what we're sitting by now, where they can grow and get a better chance of survival.
Gain a little strength, be able to swim in the ocean actually.
And then get released into the ocean by volunteers here or students or visitors. Are they fighting? Did they just fight? Just went
So if the facility has hatchlings, you could actually release them. Right now, they don't have any hatchlings, which is a huge bummer for us, but they do have about 300 eggs in this nest pit, which has, let's see, which has 18 nests in there. And so it looks like most of them are olive ridley. Looks like all of them are olive ridley sea turtles.
So they also have a poster where they talk about the primary threats to sea turtle populations around the world. So number 1 is climate change. So an increase in heat with the ocean can cause those nests to be really hot. And if nests are hot, it actually skews the sex ratio of baby sea turtles when they're in their shells. Also, sea level rise is wiping away nesting beaches, and sea turtles have this amazing quality where they actually go back to the beach where they were born at to lay their eggs. And so if that beach isn't there because of sea level rise or erosion or extreme weather, then that means that they're not able to get back there. But sea turtles are also adaptive and resilient and can make changes. Another primary threat is fishing gear. So a lot of the sea turtles that are here and don't really have a chance to be released into the wild are missing a flipper because of entanglement in marine debris, typically fishing nets and fishing gear from the industrial commercial fishing industry that takes place definitely in these waters. I'm actually right in front of a tank now that has a sea turtle that's missing its front left flipper because of entanglement in fishing gear. And the other primary threat to sea turtle populations is the illegal wildlife trade. So harvesting intentionally intentionally killing or taking sea turtles for their sea turtle shells, for their eggs, for meat, or for really high-end commodities like those sea turtle sunglasses that you sometimes see, or even like high-end artwork in people's homes. So that's actually what the 12 sea turtles here were brought to, is so that they were saved by police identified a car that was transporting these sea turtles. They were saved, brought here, and now they're being rehabilitated to ultimately be released back into the ocean.
Anything is possible, possible, possible.
Another cool thing they have at this facility is that they work with the Bali internship program. Right now they have a bunch of interns both working at the facility as docents and educational guides, as well as some learning some more veterinary skills and techniques that they can utilize elsewhere. Okay, so these are hawksbill sea turtles, and there's a couple easy ways you can tell them apart. First, they have a pointy beak, and that's where they get their name hawksbill. This one's kind of hard to see because his face is up against the wall.
Yeah, he's resting. We're not going to bother him.
Okay. Second, along the shell, you see these really serrated, jaggedy edges to the shell.
That's an easy way too.
Characteristic of a hawksbill. And then number 3 is look at his face. He has these prefrontal scoops, which are those like little scales at the front. On hawksbills,
He has 4.
Hawksbills, they have 4. Greens, they only have 2. They're 2 long ones.
Why does he only have 3 flippers, Alex?
This one got caught in a fishing net and had to get his 3rd flipper amputated.
Is he going to survive?
Yeah, he's surviving. He's recovering here in this facility, and he's gonna be released pretty soon.
They're going to release him with the flipper too?
Mm-hmm.
They said that? Mm-hmm. Wow. Everyone needs to come here.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, this is a huge, easy way that as a visitor to Indonesia, you can come give back, learn about the local species, and then donate and support. And if you're here during hatchling seasons, you can donate 15,000 rupiah, which is really just like a few dollars, and release a hatchling into the ocean, which is super cool. Follow Future Soul for more ocean conservation content, and we're so happy you came and learned about sea turtles with us in Indonesia.